And we are back. So, this is the I Must Jump All Levels race between SWC and KubeKing. That is how you pronounce it, right? Kube,
Yeah.
Kube,
Cube.
something.
Just like a cube. Just
Cube.
like this game.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the race will be starting. I think everybody's ready, right?
Yes.
So just click one.
Yep,
Level select.
time will start when you click one, and countdown is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, so this is I Must Jump. This is a platforming game that doesn't believe in platforms. So there's a couple ways that it gets around this. Scott's on level 5. Anyway, no, okay,
Scott?
we're fine. Yeah, we're fine.
Okay.
So, it's a platforming game with no platforms. The way it gets around this is that you can jump infinitely. You can jump as much as you want to, whenever you want to. But there's one slight caveat, and that is that you can only jump left or jump right. You can't jump directly upwards. So you've got these really interesting constraints on your movement and how you're able to jump. And the goal is essentially to just climb this Tower of Babel of these 48 levels. This game was originally released for mobile, and it was ported to PC at some point, which is why it's so skinny of a game. And optimized, it is really, really fast. You can beat this game in under 9 minutes somewhat easily. And as a matter of fact, it's a really easy game to learn too. If you're looking for a quick, easy speed game to pick up, it's quite easy to learn. It's real simple. You can play it casually in like an afternoon, and it's a ton of fun. These runners actually discovered this game because it was put in the Speedruns Rochester Mystery Game Tournament, which was hosted by yours truly. This game was a backup game because I really liked it, but it's really, really short. But we ended up having time to do it anyway, so we did it anyway. And a lot of people really fell in love with it and literally started the I Must Jump speedrunning community, which now has like a whole page on SRCom and stuff.
Yeah, it's a fun little community of 5 people, but it's homely.
Yeah. It's bigger than the Shaq Fu speedrunning community for now. Though that's growing rapidly. We've had some new people in recently who are really, really good. I really like this game. It's just aesthetically very pleasing to look at in all sorts of ways. And really mesmerizing, and it might very slightly put me to sleep, given that it is 4:14 a.m. here on the East Coast.
I woke up about 45 minutes ago to do this run, and honestly, I want to go to sleep. Because it's so relaxing to look at, and they must have chosen some palette from Adobe or whatever. Because... certainly.
Another great reason to pick up this speed game is that you can practice it on the go, because you can download it for your phone.
To pick it up.
The runners are pretty neck and neck here, within only a couple levels of each other.
Oh, a couple levels can be devastating.
Yeah, it's easy to get walled in this game, because some of the levels are really hard. Here you see Cube on the first boss level. There are 3 boss levels, which are basically just sort of longer, harder auto-scrollers. But they're the fun type of auto-scrollers because there's no cap on how fast you can go. There's only a cap on how slow you can go. If you go slow enough, you die, but if you go too fast, then you just beat the level faster. So it's a lot like the boss levels from like Super Meat Boy, if you're familiar with that, or Battle Block Theater has a similar type of boss level design.
I just died for the first time, level 26.
Yeah, I noticed.
Good for me.
After the first boss, we see a lot more interesting mechanics coming out. We see some of these Pac-Man walls from the last level and also wind in this level. I think this game does a really, really good job of tutorializing its different elements. It's pretty immediately clear what each thing does and how it works, even to someone who's very new to the game, which is part of why I liked it so much for the mystery game tournament. It's very easy to tell what was going on. There wasn't like a huge amount of confusion. It was just about how quickly you can learn this kind of unique platforming mechanic set.
I'll say, if you are a game dev student, if you want just a quick game to study what does well, what works well in a short arcade platformer like this, pick it up, analyze it. I'm not a game dev student even, and I just love it.
Yeah, this is an excellent case study in a lot of parts of video game design. It does a really good job with tutorialization and building on mechanics, and so good.
You'll see as more complex enemies appear, it'll just put you in safe spots, and it's great.
Our runners are absolutely neck and neck here, within only a couple of frames of each other, it looks like. Maybe a little more than a few frames. I shouldn't have said anything.
And now you got my nerves up. Great, what are you doing? Wow, first try.
Yeah, this there's a couple setups that have been found for getting the key on the back of that thwomp. There's some where you like jump past it and then fall into the key.
Yeah. Honestly, I forget the specific text, so I'm just doing muscle memory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am curious to see like how much of running this game is muscle memory and how much of it is like remembering specific routes. Because I've played this game, but I've never speedrun it.
I would say it's less muscle memory than you would think. Especially because cycles get messed up so easily.
Yeah.
That's when you're not resetting. You just gotta think on your toes. And I mean, if you like that game, honestly, it might be a better marathon game than it is a proper speed game. Hate to say this SWC, but you're racing against someone else, and you have a vague idea of where they are, and your heart is pumping.
Sorry, I haven't been super talkative. This game is just really mesmerizing to look at, and sometimes I forget that I'm like on stream.
Yeah, same here.
It's really relaxing.
This level's one big annoying cutscene, but there we go. Hold out. There we are. I had a friend pick up this game yesterday.
Yeah, nice.
Casually played through as I was practicing. And then she, out of the blue, just decided to time herself, and she's got like 12, 13. I was, hey, congrats, you're a speedrunner now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's coming up for me soon.
Yeah. We're nearing the end of the game for both of our runners here.
It's level 48 is the final level, right? Or is
Yep.
it 50?
Yes.
Okay.
48. And time.
Oh, great.
That was probably like 8:55.
You are just the smallest runner.
Wait, is that... I'm sorry, was that Scott?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
All
Scott,
right, my
yeah.
bad. Yours is very, very far behind it. I missed that. Okay.
Oh.
The last level is just a credits.
All right.
So
And
All right, a time for me.
Yeah, I was dropping a lot of frames there. That's my fault.
yeah, okay. So the times are swapped. So SWC got a 8:56 and
Yeah,
Cube
that's
got a
what I thought.
9:21.
Nice.
Yeah.
That was
very
excellent.
respectable.
Sorry about that.
Sub 10
Honestly,
is a
I don't
very
know what my
respectable
PB is
time.
proper. That was probably one of my best times.
Yeah, I died a bunch, so still alright though.
Mhm.
Cool.
Back to
GG.
bed.
Time for bed.
Yep, time for bed.
Sleep collectively.
Alright, yeah.
The fact that you got an 8:56 at 4 in the morning is really impressive.
You know
Yeah.
what, Scott? You're good at games, and I'm jealous.
Yep.
Thanks.
All right.
Yeah,
Scott.
I figured that would be about an 8:55, but I'm done for today. I'll be back in a lot of 18 hours. I'll be back.
Yeah, get some sleep.
Set an alarm.
Maybe. All right.
Congrats on your.
See ya.
See ya. Okay.
All right. Okay.